I just canceled ChatGPT Plus, Claude Pro, and my Midjourney plan. Here's why. If you're paying for multiple AI subscriptions and constantly losing context when you switch between them, this video is gonna save you at least 80 bucks a month and a whole lot of frustration. Let me show you what I found. This is Magai, and it's basically the Netflix of AI. One subscription gets you access to over 50 AI models: ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Midjourney-level image generation, video models, the whole lineup. But here's the killer feature that nobody talks about. You can switch between any of these models mid-conversation without losing your context. Think about that for a second. Right now, if you're using ChatGPT and you want Claude's reasoning for the same task, you have to copy everything, open a new tab, paste it in, explain the context again. It's a mess. Magai solves that completely. Was built by Dustin Stout, who's been in the content marketing and AI space for years, specifically for creators like us who actually use these tools every single day. This isn't just another ChatGPT wrapper, it's a full workspace designed to replace your entire AI stack. Let me break down the math because this is where it gets interesting. ChatGPT Plus, $20 a month. Claude Pro, another $20. Midjourney, standard $30. Gemini Pro plan, $20. If you're serious about AI, you probably have at least 3 of these. That's $70 to $90 minimum every single month. Magai's solo plan, $20, and you're not getting less. You're actually getting more models than any single one of those subscriptions gives you on its own. Now, I'm not saying cancel everything blindly. If you only use ChatGPT for basic questions once a week, stick with the free version. But if you're a creator, a marketer, an entrepreneur, someone who's constantly switching tools depending on the task, Magai is a legitimate money saver. But cost isn't even the main reason I'm keeping this. Let me show you what actually makes it useful day to day. All right, this is the feature that sold me. Watch what happens here. I'm starting a conversation with GPT-4o. Let's say I'm drafting a YouTube script. I ask it to outline a video about AI automation tools. GPT-4 gives me a solid structure: intro, 3 main tools, a call to action. Good start. Now here's where Magai is different. I don't like GPT-4's tone here. It's a little too corporate, so I'm switching to Claude mid-conversation with 1 click. And look, Claude picks up exactly where GPT-4o left off. It remembers the entire outline, the context, the task. It rewrites the intro in a more conversational style, keeps the structure, but makes it sound more natural. I didn't copy-paste anything. I didn't re-explain the task. The conversation just continued with a completely different AI model. Now let's say I want to generate a thumbnail concept for this video. I'll switch to an image model. Let's try Flux Pro. I describe the thumbnail based on the video topic, and boom, I've got 3 options in about 10 seconds. All of this in the same workspace, same conversation thread. Other platforms do not do this. If you're using ChatGPT and you want Claude's take, you're starting from scratch. If you're in Midjourney and you want to tweak something with DALL-E, you're opening another tab, another login, re-uploading references. Magai eliminates all of that friction. This alone is worth the subscription if you're someone who uses AI for real work, not just occasional questions. All right, next feature, personas. This is how Magai lets you customize how the AI responds without typing the same instructions over and over. They've got about 50 pre-made personas: copywriter, social media strategist, coding assistant, business consultant. You pick one and the AI automatically adjusts its tone, style, and expertise. So if I'm writing ad copy, I use the copywriter persona. If I'm debugging code, I switch to the developer persona. But here's the better part. You can build your own. I've created a persona that's trained on my brand voice, my content style, even some of my past scripts. I uploaded a few documents, gave it some guidelines, and now whenever I use that persona, the AI writes the way I write. It's not perfect, but it's way closer than starting from a generic assistant every time. And if you're working with clients or managing multiple projects, Magai has workspaces. You can keep each client in a separate workspace with its own files, personas, and conversation history. Everything stays organized instead of getting buried in one endless ChatGPT thread. For freelancers or agencies, this is a huge workflow upgrade. You're not just using AI, you're organizing it like an actual tool, not a chatbot. Let's talk visual, because Magai isn't just text. You've got access to multiple image models. GPT image, Flux, ideogram, stable diffusion, and more. Why does that matter? Because different models are better at different things. Flux is great for photorealistic images. Ideogram handles text and image better than most. Stable diffusion gives you more control over style. Instead of being locked into one model, you pick the best one for the task, and you do it all from the same interface. Let's generate a YouTube thumbnail. I'll use Flux Pro and describe what I want. Bold text, contrasting colors, a tech-focused layout. Here's what it gives me. Not bad. If I don't like it, I can tweak the prompt or switch to a different model and regenerate. But here's where it gets better. Magai has built-in editing tools. I can upscale this image, remove the background, do in-painting to fix small details. Don't need to export this to Photoshop or Canva. I can do basic edits right here. And if you need video, Magai integrates video generation models too. You're not getting Hollywood-level production, but for explainer clips, B-roll, or quick social media content, it's more than usable. Point is this, Magai isn't just about chatting with AI, it's about creating with AI. Text, images, video, all in one place. All right, now let me rapid fire some features that aren't obvious but are incredibly useful once you know they exist. 1. Web scraping. You paste any URL into Magai and it pulls the content from that page. Articles, product descriptions, landing pages, whatever. Then you can ask the AI to summarize it, rewrite it, analyze it. Super useful for research or competitor analysis. 2. YouTube transcript import. Paste a YouTube link. Magai grabs the full transcript. Now you can ask questions about the video, summarize key points, pull quotes without watching the whole thing. 3. Document uploads. PDFs, Word docs, text files, upload them, and the AI can read and reference them in your conversation. If you're working with contracts, reports, or research papers, this is a time saver. 4. Vision models. Upload an image, and models like GPT-4 Vision or Claude can analyze it. Describe what's in the photo, extract text, suggest edits. I've used this for logo, feedback, and layout critiques. 5. Speech-to-text input. You can literally talk to Magai instead of typing. Great for brainstorming when you're away from your desk. 6. Export to PDF or docs. When you're done with a conversation or a document, export it in a usable format. No more copy-pasting into Google Docs. These aren't flashy features, but if you're using AI for real work, research, content creation, client projects, these little tools add up fast. All right, now let me show you how all of this works together in a real project, start to finish, no cuts. I want you to see the actual speed and workflow. Let's say I'm creating a new YouTube video. I need a script outline, a thumbnail concept, and social media captions to promote it. Normally, this would mean opening ChatGPT for the outline, switching to Midjourney for the thumbnail, maybe jumping into Canva, then back to ChatGPT for captions. That's 4 different tabs, 3 logins, and a lot of copy pasting. Watch how this works in Magai. First, I'm starting with GPT-5. I ask it, give me a video outline for a tutorial on AI automation tools for small businesses. Gives me a solid structure, intro, 3 tool breakdowns, comparison chart, and a call to action. Good. That took about 15 seconds. Now, I don't love the tone, it's too formal, so I'm switching to Claude 4, same conversation. I tell it, rewrite this intro in a more conversational, friendly style. Claude picks up the context instantly, rewrites the intro, keeps the structure, makes it way more approachable, no re-explaining, no starting over. Now I need a thumbnail. I'm switching to Nano Banana. I describe the thumbnail, bold text saying AI for small business, tech-focused color palette, clean, modern layout. 3 thumbnail options pop up in about 10 seconds. I like the second one. Let me upscale it real quick using the built-in editor. Done. Now I need social media captions. I've got a custom persona for Instagram captions. Short, punchy, with a hook and a call to action. I switch to that persona and ask it, write an Instagram caption for this video. It generates 3 options, all in my brand voice, because I trained it on my previous captions. Finally, I want to export this outline as a PDF so I can share it with my team. 1 click, export to PDF, done. So what if I also need a short viral video for YouTube Shorts? So I switch to Sora 2 and just type, I need short viral video for my YouTube channel AI Master, click enhance prompt and click generate. Bingo! My short video ready. Total time, about 5 minutes, and I never left Magai. I didn't log into 4 different services. I didn't lose context. I didn't copy paste anything between tools. Everything stayed in one workspace, one conversation thread. If you're doing this kind of work every day, content creation, client projects, marketing campaigns, this is what makes Magai worth it. It's not just about having access to multiple models, it's about having them all work together seamlessly so you can actually focus on the work instead of managing the tools. All right, real talk. Should you cancel all your AI subscriptions and switch to Magai? Not necessarily. If you only use ChatGPT for occasional questions, homework help, quick research, casual stuff, stick with the free version. But if you give this a shot, you'll realize there's way more to AI than just ChatGPT. If you're a creator, marketer, freelancer, entrepreneur, someone who's legitimately using AI as part of your daily workflow, and you're frustrated by juggling multiple logins, losing context between tools, and paying for 4 separate subscriptions, Magai makes sense. If you are a daily user, it's way cheaper than the alternative, and honestly, the context switching feature alone is worth it. That one feature saves me more time than I expected. So here's the deal. I've been testing for the past few weeks, and I'm genuinely keeping my subscription. If you want to try it yourself, links below, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if it doesn't fit your workflow, you're not locked in. If you're someone who uses AI every day, and you're tired of the subscription chaos, give it a shot. Before we wrap up, let me show you one more quick trick with Magai's prompt enhance feature that I didn't even mention yet. Automatically improves your prompts before sending them to the model. Watch this. All right, that's it for this one. If this was helpful, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.